Happy New Year's! All the guys that have watched the channel, even if you're new today, welcome, and I hope your 2025 is amazing. Dragon Ball Legends have put out a newsletter, and it's got some good information you'd like to hear, which you could speculate on based on what you'd like to see in the next year. The 7th year for Dragon Ball Legends is looking to be really big, and it would kind of make sense, you know? I'm not even gonna tell you why it makes sense, you should just know. But yeah, we gotta see what they're talking about, man. Okay! My name's Zakashi, guys, and in this video here, we're gonna be going into the New Year's Greetings and Legends team newsletter. Now this is quite a big deal and they do this every year, and they always give us information based on things we could expect for the next year, any promises they're looking to make, even though in some cases they don't always meet them. We still haven't got the guild battles, bro, I haven't forgot. But ultimately they're trying their best to make the game a better experience, a more fresh experience, even though they might not always hit the mark. You can tell that they do put in effort in places here and there. So this newsletter is quite important, so let's get to reading it. So we've got the newsletter here, New Year's Greetings and Legends team newsletter. We're just gonna glide through it, not exactly quickly because there's a lot to talk about here, but you can see here at the start it says Happy New Year's. Let me even zoom in for the guys. I'll keep it like this actually, so my face doesn't block everything. I have to keep it like that. Thank you for your support of Dragon Ball Legends this past year. As a special edition of this New Year's Greetings, we would like to deliver some important information, including info from the Legends team about future plans. This is a long post, but please read until the end. Gonna be very difficult for Dragon Ball fans, which is why I'm making this video. I got you guys. New Year's Greetings. Thanks to everyone. We've made it to 2025. This year's Legends Festival is finally coming to a close, but of course, new events and characters are scheduled for release after it ends, as normal. Please look forward to them. To celebrate the start of the new year and to express our gratitude for your support, we would like to present you with the following items. We hope they come in handy. And this is just basically some of the stuff that they're giving out. So you get this ticket, you know, there's the New Year's Rising banner, slot removers energy, the soul exchange, fragment exchange, Zeni. Pretty nice. This banner here, it's going to be distributed pretty much now, you know. So you got to be able to log in within that time so you can have it. It says it may take some time because they're not sent simultaneously, but within that range, as long as you log in, you should get them. Here, regarding the 7th anniversary, now they actually take the anniversary seriously. We saw this year they dropped a big drop with Fusing Super Vegito and Fusing Gogeta Blue, and even UG4 went berserk. This year, we will be celebrating our 7th anniversary. We regard the 7th anniversary as an important year for Dragon Ball Legends. In order to make it a memorable one, we are working on a super large scale update plan that will blow previous updates out of the water. Unfortunately, we cannot share details with you yet, but we plan to gradually provide information starting around April. Please look forward to future announcements. So we got January, February, March, April, May. April's the month before the anniversary starts. So from April going forward into May, they'll probably start rolling out stuff in the news here and there, in reveals and stuff, maybe mentioning things here and there, so that, you know, we can get ready for the things that are going to come out. I'm not gonna lie, I see them dropping a bunch of stuff, but I'll get to that in a second because we're not done reading. We should read everything first. I think this is a segment for like Android devices. I don't really feel like I should read all of this, but you know, you can pause it and read it here if it applies for Android devices. This is for iOS devices. Suspending certain services. So it's basically if you have like a certain phone that's too old, you know, it requires a certain amount of RAM to be able to be played. And I think it's the same thing with the Android devices. So they're just letting you know in advance. OS Android 10 in advance. And then here, does it say? No, you just need this. So yeah, let's go down further. The main thing I wanted to look out here is guild versus guild battles, because I even brought this up earlier, so they just happened to speak about it. We apologize for keeping you waiting for so long. We are making final adjustments for this release and expect to be able to hold the first guild versus guild season in January. We once again ask for your patience until the release of this new content, and we hope it will help foster deeper bonds with your guild members. From all of us on the Legends team, we wish for many good things to come your way in this new year. We hope you continue to enjoy Dragon Ball Legends in 2025. This message here is kind of cursed, but I hear it, and then they just write Dragon Ball Legends team. Dragon Ball Legends team. Cool. I don't even expect it to drop January, I'm not gonna lie. They said 3 years ago, then 2 years ago. Was it 3 years ago? Maybe 2 years ago, then 1 year ago. Then they said they were going to drop in like the anniversary, maybe festival. Cool. Whatever date they kept putting out and saying it's ready, it's going to be coming soon. I'm not really fussed as long as it drops and it's not buggy or like improper. If you're taking this long, it better work. As long as it works smoothly, that's fine. So take their time. I'd rather they just don't put out time and just announce it when it's actually ready, rather than saying it's coming soon and then it doesn't drop. We've been waiting for like 2 years for the guild battles, but that's probably the least important thing. Let's go back to the 7th anniversary here, which is obviously what's gonna garner the most hype. Now regarding the 7th anniversary, I think a lot of people are already expecting an Ultra MUI, and I think that's gonna increase the bar somewhat. This could be somewhere where we see a possible 2 Ultra release, or even a different type of Ultra. Now let me tell you why it's very likely it's going to be Ultra MUI, and this might get you hyped in advance, but basically because we didn't get Ultra MUI for this festival, which a lot of people wasn't expecting, I was hyping it up of course, but I wasn't expecting it. My final prediction was actually a Beast Gohan, so I locked in on Beast. Anyways, if you guys don't know, there's a pattern between the anniversaries going forward all the way to the 6th anniversary. So in the 1st anniversary, we got Legends Limited Super Vegito, but then if you skip, I believe it's 3 years in the future, so it'd be the 4th anniversary, we got Ultra Super Vegito in that anniversary. Then if you go to the 2nd anniversary, we got Legends Limited Vegito Blue. Then if you go 3 years into the future to the 5th anniversary, we get Ultra Vegito Blue. Okay, that's just kind of like interesting, but whatever. We're not done yet though. In the 3rd anniversary, we got Legends Limited Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and we also did get Legends Limited Half Corrupted Zamasu. They were like a duo for the headliners of the anniversary, but then if you go 3 years later, this year in the 6th anniversary, well, it's going to be last year because this is going into 2025. So in 2024, in the 6th anniversary, we got Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So fair enough, we didn't get a Corrupted Zamasu. That Fusion Zamasu hype train is dead. But of course, we know in the 4th anniversary, we got Legends Limited MUI Goku. MUI Goku. We got MUI Goku. So it would make sense if we go three years later. Is it 3 years later? Yeah. I was just checking my math, so I don't want to say anything wrong. To the 7th anniversary, which is what we're addressing here, we would have an Ultra MUI Goku. If they continue with that pattern, MUI Goku is locked in for the 7th anniversary, which is what lots of people will be expecting. So already we're going to be getting a Goku. MUI is the peak of Dragon Ball, at least the anime. It's the biggest thing they can bring out. We already know how much hype it garnered when MUI Goku fought Jiren. It literally broke the internet. So many sites weren't working. That's mainly because the manga wasn't out then, so the only way you could keep up with Dragon Ball is the anime. So all Dragon Ball fans were locked in on the anime, and that's a big deal. So overall, the hype that it garners is through the roof. And we know just how they've handled all the previous MUI UIs. Every time they end up leaking somehow, boy, whether it's intentional or not, isn't the point. It's the fact that it brings the most hype to the game. I believe even with the purple UI, if you tried to log in, so the first time they dropped UI Goku, the Legends Limited, the game wasn't working. The game crashed when he dropped. So the amount of hype that unit alone would bring would make it so that the 7th anniversary can be, you know, super large scale, even though here they're talking about update plan. But them saying it's an important year, obviously because there's 7 Dragon Balls, it's an amazingly big deal. So I expect that, but I'm not going to say if it doesn't drop, then it's a failure. I just think it's most likely. It's pretty much guaranteed. If it is an MUI, it's going to leak. That's what I would assume, because every UI has pretty much leaked. But besides from that, they're talking about a super large scale update plan in general that will blow previous updates out of the water. So I'm thinking they're going to obviously refresh the user interface. They do that quite consistently, so the game does what feel fresh. Consistently within a long period of time, but they still do it consistently enough for you to say, alright, cool, this game does feel fresh and we do have something new to look at. People get used to the look. But then not just that, because that's just previous updates. So they're saying super large scale that will blow previous updates out of the water. I'm assuming there's going to be battle updates that would make certain characters the way they work right now basically work maybe more fair in that update. So I've been prophesizing the idea of a block button. If you play Sparking Zero, you'll know the idea of super counters to break out of combos, but it comes with a cost. Super counters take skill points, and then you lose like 2 or something like that. In Dragon Ball Legends, I think I spoke about this on the Rising Rush podcast. You should check it out. They featured me recently. I spoke about the idea of a block button that will allow you to break out of any combo, but then if you break out of that combo, right, you won't be able to switch into this character for double the time. So you know when you switch out, it's 10 timer counter at flat, it will go to 20 because you just stopped the combo for free. And that could be useful in some situations, but it could really hinder people that are in a 3v1, you know. Imagine I'm one person left and the person's got 3. They could just use the block button because they've got 3. But at the end of the day, they deserve to have the privilege because, you know, they still have 3. They play better than you. So there's multiple ways you can go about it, and I think it would be good. But that's just my personal idea. Obviously, that's just one aspect of the game as well. That's just PvP. They could drop events that give chrono crystals, but obviously I'm just speculating. So anything I say right now, don't take it too much to heart because it doesn't mean that it's going to drop. I'm just speculating for some things that could make the game better. I could easily see them going very far. And if you take the Dragon Ball Legends template in general, there's just so much potential in this game, man. There's so much potential in this game. So I really want the game to be something of value, especially for a mobile game. It's already doing a lot more than most mobile games, in my opinion, in terms of the reveals. Any mobile game that doesn't also have a PC game. So if you want to compare it to the likes of something like Genshin Impact, because Genshin Impact gets money. They got a player base of death. But that's a whole PC game as well. You can't play Legends on PC legitimately anyways yet, supposedly. So yeah, 7th anniversary is going to be really big. Even just going forward through the whole of the 7th year, you know, 2025. 2025 is a good number as well. 5, yo, halfway through a decade, that's nice. But yeah, they say April we're going to start getting to know stuff. They can't say anything yet. And they said guild versus guild in January, so that's going to be our first rollout in January. So probably in the battle hour, they will reveal the guild stuff. It makes the most sense, you know. It's on the 19th, I think. So in the Dragon Ball Legends segment, they will probably show us some guild stuff. That's going to be streamed, and I will be streaming that as well. So I won't be going to LA this year to be a part of the battle hour. Don't know money. But I will be reacting to it live on stream, so be there for me with that, you know. But yeah, that's everything in this newsletter and all my thoughts about it. I'm looking forward to 2025 Legends. 2024 was good, but it was questionable going out through the end, but I understand. And I didn't even mention Daima. Oh my god, with this overhaul update and the ending of Daima and potentially Dragon Ball Super getting announced, 2025 might be big. Daima ends, they drop a Fusion Warrior, it goes big, then they immediately announce Dragon Ball Super anime in production, or it's going to be releasing in the same year. Then they drop new characters for Super. Wow. Dragon Ball Legends could go crazy in 2025. There's so much potential. But the manga stuff I won't dive into too much because I'm actually not a reader of it. Yeah, I'm tapping in. You know, I'm on like chapter 13, but I've watched the anime, of course, but I wanted to read it from the start because, you know, it's not exactly the same as the anime. For example, Goku Black uses Super Saiyan. Just yellow hair Super Saiyan, blonde hair Super Saiyan. So yeah, that's what I've got to say regarding the newsletter though. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. In the comment section below, let me know what your thoughts are regarding this newsletter and what we could possibly see in 2025 Legends. Maybe you have some ideas for things they could release in the next year, going forward towards the 7th anniversary where there's a super large scale update. I'm looking forward to it. 2025 could be a big year. Daima's going crazy, and with the idea that Dragon Ball Super 2 comes out next year too, 2025's got a lot of potential, but I guess we'll just have to see. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 200,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.